This is the region at the heart of Peru's drug trade. This vast and rugged terrain on the eastern slopes of the Andes is known as VRAIM. That's the acronym for the Valley of the Three Rivers Apurimac, Ene and Mantaro, a byword for Peru's illegal cocaine business. Patrolling in an army helicopter, Peru's defense minister, Jose Gavidia, spots hidden coca plantations. It's not illegal to grow coca for traditional use in Peru, but it is illegal to turn it into cocaine, which is what happens to more than 90% of the plants. This is nearly 2 tons of refined cocaine, the result of a police and army joint special forces operation. It's a substantial seizure, but the question is how much more cocaine has been processed and refined in the jungle hills around here to supply the surging global demand for the drug. All of this size is worth hundreds of millions of dollars on the streets of Europe and the United States. The military top brass say each kilo is worth around 100 times more once it reaches its marketplace. Makeshift jungle drug labs use a cocktail of chemicals including gasoline and acid to turn the leaves into cocaine. A UN report out this week estimates a record 21.5 million people used the drug in 2020.
Misión, honor y sacrificio!
But the VRAIM is also a militarized zone under a state of emergency. Soldiers at this remote military base fight the remnants of the Shining Path, a leftist armed group that fought a war against the state between 1980 and 2000. Today, as many as 300 fighters remain in the region. Their remote stronghold, Vizcatan, is overlooked by this military outpost.
We work on the zone militarily, and effectively what is our objective? We have two: to neutralise or put an end to terrorism in this sector of the country, in the VRAEM, in the valley of the Apurimac, Ene and Mantaro rivers, and also to put an end to the illegal drug trade.
Drug trafficking operatives are allied with the Shining Path remnants as their fighters protect the trade. The commander at the main base says government soldiers have made advances against both, with drug seizures as well as pushing down the basic price of coca so it's less attractive to grow. But that has led to a balloon effect as drug traffickers and coca farmers are squeezed out in one area, then pop up in another.
There is definitely a pressure on the geographic space. The responsibility of the Joint Command is to move these coca leaf growers to other regions. The balloon effect is real. What we have to do is work together with the police and the armed forces, but also the coca leaf growers must be given the opportunity to move on to other crops.
As cocaine production set a global record and consumption over the past 10 years doubled in South America, traffickers are looking for places to grow coca with less resistance from the state. That means indigenous communities in Peru are increasingly under threat as traffickers invade their lands. Dan Collyns, CGTN, in the VRAIM, Peru.